Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Good evening. Good evening to you. Little bit of Throne and Liberty here tonight. Couple activities with the guild, final form. Should be a chill stream. Hope so, at least. Hoping for a chill stream. Like I said, just some activities with the guild. Hanging out with the fam. Little bit of PvP. Little bit of PvE. Just steady grinding. What's up, Jimmy? You were first, man. Thanks for being so fast. How we doing, guys? Welcome in, welcome in. Hey there, Beansy. MVP was good. Mike Daniel was good. Welcome to you guys. Thank you, Atlas, Abdul, Beansy, and Mike for the likes. Thank you, guys. Thank you and welcome. Make sure you hit the like button. Exclamation point. Claim in the chat for your currency, your free currency. I made the schedule, Mike. It's Halloween this week. Thursday's Halloween, so I'm gonna do the scary game on that day. I'm not surprised you didn't see the schedule because Facebook just doesn't send any noties out. But yeah, we're doing scary game on Thursday because it's Halloween. Raj, thank you for the like. Joe, thank you for the like. I saw it. I saw it. Daniel, welcome to the stream. What's up, guys? Raj, thank you. Jimmy, flexing the 737 days. Definitely feels like longer than that, but it's still a super long time. Thank you for the flex. Sorry, saw my reflection on the screen while it was buffering. It's not that scary. Imagine. I've been mad busy, must have missed it, and I come to think of it, I only get noties when you go live. Honestly, I'll take that. I will take you getting any noties at all. But yes, Terror Tuesday was moved to Thursday because Thursday is Halloween, so figured it'd be very fitting to do a scary game on Halloween night instead. Mr. Grimm?
Okay, I'm just not even gonna bother.
What?
I've asked them 4 or 5 times if we're rolling. No one's responding if we're rolling. People are just rolling because I'm saying roll.
Yeah.
I have no idea how they're doing the chests out here because it's all over the place.
Well, I mean, it just kind of further verifies that we need to have a set in stone process because then we won't have any of these questionable moments that are costing, you know, the seconds that it could take for people to come ambush.
Exactly. That's why, like, the rolling at a chest should never happen.
Well, that's why I'm saying, like, we just need to identify a process and write it out and put it in the announcement and make it official, you know?
Yeah.
Dana says, I don't get noties at all anymore. I just find you and show up. Kind of like the crazy woman that, never mind. Yeah, probably best to not. Scrim Saturday against Iron Victories team. Oh, let's go. Who's gonna be showing up for you guys and who's gonna be showing up for them? Good evening to you, Ian. And who do you guys have in mind for potential new person to join?
You need to make sure you've got the right equipment tonight.
It is my favorite customer.
Were you wanting to chat about anything, or that was just gonna start?
Just to try and figure out what we're doing.
I mean, I had that last suggestion. What did you think about that? Other than third chest beyond is the only thing we would need to change if you thought that that was a good process, which, I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't. Basically, we would make sure we're just assembling early. We would figure out the lowest CP. We would also roll beforehand the winner of the first roll would get the first chest. The lowest CP would get the second chest, and then we would just, I mean, would we roll multiple times beforehand to figure out who's third, fourth, fifth, for example, or how do we want to figure out beyond the first two? Because I think the first two, honestly, I'd be surprised if you disagreed with that.
With what? Wait, say that one more time.
So we meet beforehand in VC and in group, and we roll before we even get to the island or at the TP, whatever. And then whoever wins that roll is getting the first chest, because it's the small. Whoever is the lowest CP gets the second chest. And then what for the third, fourth, fifth is where we're kind of.
The problem with that is that's complicated.
How is it more complicated than what we do right now, which is rolling at the chest?
We're switching things up repeatedly throughout the process. We're rolling, then not rolling, then rolling. And it's also, when we have 20 people in here, like right now, we've got 2 full groups running, so that's 12, right? Finding the lowest CP in here and going, okay, this is, you know, you're going to get second chest then, which also, second chest might also just be a small chest, because the first 2 chests spawn outside, usually near each other. So, like, if the person who's low CP is always only going to get the bare minimum, I don't know. I'm thinking of ways that people are still going to be irritated no matter what.
I mean, we'll never make everyone happy, but if you're getting something at all, that's definitely better than going there and getting nothing, you know?
But that's, I think another way we could look at doing it is putting a sign up for select team, right? And then from there, you take, like, so each day we would basically do a Saradoma sign up, right? For each of the 2-hour segments that we would come out, right? For the main ones, I guess I should. See, what are they talking about now?
If you're dealing with that, let me quickly read a few more comments here. Rada, my man, how you doing? Welcome. Just go for constant demos on Iron. I promise you'll like it. Do not recommend. I love getting out flex. Me and my boy Fire is loved. I saw a 2026 day follow age today, Mike. Wild. That shouldn't be a wolf form. That should be a dump truck form. Imagine if I morphed into a dump truck. Oh my god. You guys would all lose it, wouldn't you? I wonder if I can open Twitch, minimize it, they can come back and watch with you while playing in the background. Maybe. I think the Facebook feed would probably pause, but you can try it. Might as well try it, right? Wouldn't hurt. Fissure could possibly join with us. Ooh, that would be a very nice pickup. He's very solid. Fissure, very good. Sounds like a Twilight Zone episode, actually. Huh? What's up, Goat? How you doing, man? When I was in DDO and ran raids, we would just roll for chests. This is a little bit different because we already have a good raids process, Prada. We're figuring out a process for something that's quite different than raids. It's not necessarily loot. It's a currency that'll help you get loot. And then also another currency that can help you run more dungeons, and running more dungeons could also mean more loot. So we're just trying to identify a fair process, really. When running the raid, we would run some help.
Go ahead, sorry.
Or when running the raid, we would run some just to help someone get what they needed. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of part of the reason why we're having the discussion, is because we should be making an effort to raise the bar for the entire guild and make sure that our lowest guys, our newest guys maybe, are getting stuff when we're going and doing things. So yeah, that's kind of the whole idea there. Exactly what you're saying, Prada. Hi, MJ. How are you? And Matt says, "No, welcome to you, friend." How you doing? How's the softball team doing, dude? What happened to Terra Tuesday? I posted a schedule. I always post a schedule on Mondays. I posted a schedule. I'm surprised you guys are surprised because this week is Halloween, guys. Thursday is Halloween. We're doing a scary stream on Halloween night. Makes sense, right? Speaking of loot, I know where you can get 100 years of coal ashes pretty much for free. Thank you for that. Yeah, I'm extremely interested in coal ashes. This is not the spooky night. You know damn well this is not the spooky night. Usually it is, but now when it's the week of Halloween.
See, like, here's a problem I'm running into right now, Fire. There's 2 people inside running to grab chests in cave, and there's 12 people outside. So the 2 people inside are just taking all the chests when it could be spread more evenly to everyone inside and outside.
I get that, and I agree, and I think it's just kind of like further validates that we need a process because stuff like that's just going to continue to happen, and we can't necessarily say like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that or don't do that if we don't have any rules about it. So that's why I want to have rules.
But the other thing I'm trying to think of too is it needs to be a process that's not going to deter people from wanting to come and do it, right? Because currently right now, like earlier, I just left. Because I was being focused by Rag and Jan being stun locked in the middle of all of our guys, and no one was helping. No sleeps were going out, no stuns, no, like, you know how you yanked someone off of me in arenas?
Yep.
None of that was happening. I'm calling for help as I'm just being bullied. So I swam back 3 times and said, I'm not doing this anymore. Because we're sitting there trying to roll on chests or whatever it might be that's just making it shit, right? And I don't know. We need a system that's going to incentivize enough people to come to battle them, but it needs to be randomized and fair. And because if we're selecting one person, right, like one person, say like the lowest, right, the lowest CP getting a small chest is not going to help them very much. You know what I mean? If the incentive is to help them, it should be us trying to control and letting them get the large chest at the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just think I don't know. We need to be making an effort to help people. That's important to me. We need to be making an effort to help people while also not robbing grinders of stuff that they're earning, frankly. So how we do that is what we need to discuss, but I just want to, I don't know, man. It's there has to be some sort of middle ground here.
But and they're and now Soren's just grabbing it. We're sitting here talking about rolling for it or who hasn't gotten one, and then someone's just grabbing the chest.
Collected a giant blood mushroom. Very good.
I mean, again, though, we can't really fault people when we don't have a process yet. You know? At least that's my opinion. Especially because I don't even know if Saren's gone there before.
But that's the thing, no one's communicating. I'm asking questions and no one's communicating. I asked if we were rolling 4 times and the only thing that people did was put rolls up. How does that answer my question? People always just jump the gun and start rolling the second they hear someone say roll. So
Hurry,
like,
collect more mushroom chunks.
and then
I'm
they're
not
sitting here
saying I'm
"Hey,
not saying that
someone
your
hasn't-"
frustration isn't warranted. I'm just saying we don't have a process right now. So like,
No, I know. I'm throwing it out there. Like I just don't know what to do, because
Someone seems to have collected a giant
there's
blood
nothing
mushroom.
that we're gonna
Very good.
do is gonna make everyone happy.
100%. But we still need to
And-
make that effort. Effort matters.
No, yeah, but I'm saying like even if like I don't know, if I was lower level, and I'm watching everyone else get big chests, and I was told that I can only get a small chest, and then I can't get any more chests after that, because once you get a chest, it's fair to let the chest go, right? So anyone who's low level, who's lower CP, is only gonna get small chests, and they're not allowed to get any other ones basically after that first pull. You know what I mean?
Did you
That's
collect a
what's
lot of
making it
mushroom
really
chunks?
hard, is that
Now
because
the
it's
ants will
a
slowly
set
return.
amount, it's timed, it's only at specific time. And like
where did this
saying
guy
like
go?
one person who gets one chest a day or every other day. So that's 4 runs that they're not allowed to get a chest, right?
I am in a heated battle. Hold on.
Sorry.
I got ganked.
Where at?
Oh, I'm just running a random event. Let me finish this event. And also catch up on chat because discussion's got me running a bit behind.
The ants are returning. It's time for us to wrap up. Here are the final results.
Why are they not giving us the new bosses at all today besides that one?
Well, our guild raid, I don't know if you saw, our guild raid is our guild raid has 2 new bosses in it.
If we do the guild raid, does it count as a clear in our leveling log?
I could not tell you. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna catch up in chat. Bye, you guys. Let's see. Posted a schedule. I've been on a cruise. I didn't see it. Yeah, I post a schedule every Monday. I know. I don't blame you that you don't see it. Honestly, that nobody ever sees it. Facebook reach is so bad. If there's a place you would rather me post it, if I can start doing it in Discord, if you guys would like. I don't know what you guys would prefer on what what would make you more likely to see it, but I do post it every single Monday, so you guys know when to expect me and what to expect on those days. Why roll on chests if it's not safe? Well, I mean, that's a very good question, and it's kind of why we're discussing it, Pradas, because it's like the chests are in contested zones, it's PvP zones, and there's usually large groups that are fighting there, our groups, enemy groups, so on and so forth. And when you see a chest, it's a rush to the chest. You have to wait a little bit, and then there's a charge time to open it, and you can be stunned from opening it, and it's a really good chest. So we're trying to figure out, how do we come up with a process beforehand so we're not just standing there rolling next to it while we could be getting ambushed, is kind of the background information, Prada. Once the rule is in place, then things can be done if the rule is broken. Absolutely true. I broke 2,000 days. Let's go, dude. 2005 days you've been following me. That is such a ridiculous number, dude. Seriously, that is insane. Thank you for supporting me for so long, Matt. I'm not sure what this game is or what you guys are talking about, but could you just make like a draft of everyone playing and just go in order of who's next for each chest? Can't do that because you can only get the chest if you're there, and we don't have like the entire guild showing up when we go. It's usually a group of between like, I don't know, 8 to 20 people sometimes. So, having to make a list before, I mean, it's usually pretty spur of the moment. We'll say, hey, we're going to go there, group up, and whoever goes, but if there were a little bit more prep time beforehand, that might be part of the resolution. That makes sense now. I didn't know it was constantly contention. Yes. So nighttime, when it's nighttime on this island that we're talking about, nighttime lasts 20 minutes. Chests spawn every few minutes, and you know, they're limited and contested at all times. They're very desirable chests, so bad guys are going, we're going, and we're usually fighting over the chests because of how valuable they are. It's just a matter of only one person of the group can get the chest, and so we're working on a process that is the fairest chest assignment for when we do get one. We win a fight, we get to claim the chest. Who gets it?
Wounded souls must be healed.
What's up, Grim? What were you saying?
I don't remember now.
Sorry.
Oh, so that's why I was proposing that we do it based on party, right? So if we'll know how many people are signing up, who's going to be in those parties if we're doing it this way, right? So you would have basically either one of the leaders, right, as the party leader. And it can either be they always go last or they go first in terms of, you know, you're only going to get a small chest or you have a chance to get the big chest, right? Because there's 6 chests that will spawn. So it's either the party leader would, like I said, get a small chest or they're going to get the large chest at the end, which is obviously going to be heavier for it, right? But it's also more of a chance because depending on how fights are going, depending on how, you know, if you're able to make it to those chests before someone takes it, that is part of it, right?
Anything heavy.
But then doing party joining first, right? Meaning no set parties are put in. We all group up on the top. We back up, and we could do, you know, like we would have to group like 15 minutes prior. And we would go, anyone who is, you know, below 2,000 CP, put an X in chat, right?
I mean,
Maybe there's only 4.
I know it's an example, but I would hope we don't have anybody below 2K with our recruitment.
We do.
Do we?
Yes, I've had a couple people that I've ran dungeons with that I've had to put the party board up for 1,900.
Okay.
So it's in the sense of like, I don't know. We can do it that way where we have groups set up where lowest CP gets put into the parties first, so they would always be second, and then down from there, right? That is a way we can do it. But that's also more time consuming. We would have to stage there way later or way earlier to set that up. It would almost be like staging for dungeon parties, right? So you would put, you know, leaders put 1 in chat, right? Fucking.
But if party leaders are usually somebody from leadership, and leadership is among the highest CP in the guild, probably shouldn't give priority on getting the chests.
No, yeah, and the only reason why I was doing it that way before was because it's a small chest. Everyone else is getting the medium chest then, right? And they're gaining more from it. We had no conflict in terms of like when we were fighting on a chest. If it was 3's turn in the party rotation, the rest of us aren't even on that chest. We're rotating around fighting or grabbing things off, pulling ads off. They go straight up and start hitting it.
Hold on. Luke Gore is asking us to help at their rift, but I don't think we can. Alex Hoover, what's up, dude? Hey, c'est Lancelot. How are you, Lance? Welcome, bro. Let's see. Is there a spawn-in point when everyone is together before you go into battle? So yeah, we can. We usually will drop a guild teleport so that everybody just gets this pop-up. We all show up in the same spot. So yes, that is possible. Commenting and watching the stream from a new phone. Nice. What'd you get, Megan? Lowest level / equipped person in the party should get the chest. All for one and one for all. A chain is only as strong as its weakest link. And I agree with you. But, and we're working that in so that the lowest will get that. But we're also trying to work in a process that makes it so that other people also have a chance, you know, just based on a luck roll. Not like an assignment, but just a luck roll.
I was just messaging Vayne, asking him necessarily how Ragnarok does it. And they just roll until the chest opens. Once the chest is open, whoever had the highest roll there wins. That's how they do it. But I that's how we were doing it, and people were complaining. So I don't know.
Let's see here. So we're doing Cherno at 7:30. World boss at 8. Saradoma at 8:30.
Oh, I also wanted to talk to you about something too, because another complaint, not necessarily a complaint, but people have been like, "God, it's kind of stupid." But it was for our guild drops. Like when we're doing, you know, our rift or our raids. I know some people have been getting really annoyed because they'll pull a drop from the boss and then roll on it and lose. Right?
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if, because we're basically making those people fight RNG twice, right? In the sense.
Yeah, but on the other hand, like, we're also giving them access to it and beating the boss, which they would not be able to do without us.
I mean, true, yeah. Yeah, that is the point there. I was just throwing out there just to chat.
I would entertain the idea of keeping a drop if you concede all loot for the next raid and for like a whole week, something along those lines. Like you can't get anything from the guild for a week or something like that.
Oh, I don't even mean concede it. I just mean like maybe you have them all come up and they roll, right? So like, say it was for like the cape, right? And maybe you remember how who was it that couldn't get the cape? We ended up gifting him one because we had access that front. Bjorn. So imagine Bjorn's up there, he pulls the cape, and he's like, oh my god, I really need this cape, right? Or even, like, me for the mask, right? I pull it in the boss fight, the drop is designated to me, you can see the name, right? We can maybe do that as, like, a, hey, you know, because that is off of contribution, right? What we've determined that it is off of contribution.
What? What's off of contribution?
Drops in world boss fights like that are off of contribution.
Yeah, there was a video today I watched about it, which they're going to give us more detailed information soon, but it seems like it is contribution based. Yes.
So if that's the sense, then maybe a little reward for somebody who obviously was putting in contribution for it. They get a secondary roll on that purple for the night if that's the purple they decide, right?
That goes right back to square one of the Saradoma chest, right? So how is it possible for somebody with low CP to have high contribution? But now we're giving favor to the people that have high CP, but therefore they're contributing more. You know what I mean?
True. Yeah, you are right. I'm trying to think of ways, you know what I mean?
I get it. I do, and that's why we're in this situation. But at the end of the day, I just feel like we will benefit more as a guild if we're raising our lowest members up. And if we put that effort in, that says a lot about us, because no other guilds are doing that. Nobody else is caring about the little guy.
I don't think anyone's doing even close to what we're doing.
Exactly. Which, I mean, some
The
might view as a
horror
bad
stories I
thing,
heard
but
about Jan is the horror stories about how Jan is with their loot is just crazy.
real quick, couple more comments. Prada says, so if it's parties in the battles, if so, maybe have set parties. We are doing that. Party 1 is highest, party 2 is the next highest, etc. And have a rule to the lowest party gets a run on chess for that run. I mean, I actually don't mind an alteration of that idea, Prada, where if we're doing, for example, 2 Saradoma runs a day. One run is fully dedicated to lowest CP. The next run is fully dedicated to not highest CP, but like just rolls or something else. I think we could work with that idea where if we're dedicating an entire run to our lowest CP members, and we don't even have to do that daily. Maybe we do that every other day, and then all the other runs are just fair game, you know, based on pre-rolls or something. I think that could be kind of a middle ground.
Yeah, I like that idea.
That is how it is in every MMO, says Bearded. Talking about like rolling for gear. Yeah, it is true. Hey Muttley, hey Brat, what's up guys? Are there certain items that drop from guild raids? If so, like I said, players make a post looking for a group together. This item, and then run is only for them to get it. So we do have guild raids, and guild raid bosses do drop specific loot, but they only drop 1 item per boss, and we have 7 kills per week. So 7 items in total, and what the boss drops is, you know, from a pool of items. So, you know, we can't really, we can't pinpoint. We won't know until it drops. Bearded says, I am the lowest CP. Well, you're on an alt now. You cheated. The joys of running a guild, I kind of miss it, but don't at the same time. Dude, I was just talking to another guild leader about this. How being a guild leader in this game is, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love it. I truly do. I'm having a lot of fun with this and learning a lot and just doing my best to raise the guild up. But it's freaking work, man. There are days where I log in and I don't even play. I'm just sitting there getting messaging, doing mail, and like talking to other guild leaders and coordinating events, and I don't even get a chance to do anything. And that kind of sucks. He cares about the little guys, says Miley. Isn't everyone a little guy to you? I mean, if we're talking about height, most people are little guys to me, yes.
I'm talking about life in general. I am him. I am that guy. No one can stand above me. I am God. I am a deity.
Well,
I am the God Emperor himself.
Yeah. Damn. Call it a CP run every other day. Lowest party gets the run on chess. No, I honestly really like that. Every other day. And we're doing it twice a day already. So that means that what, 3-4 times a week we are prioritizing people with low CP, and all the other times it's just open. Hey, what up, Red Eyes? How you doing, dude? Beast, I gotta remember that. Beast is Red Eyes. I got you. Thank you guys for watching. Of course, you can't pinpoint the item, but since they made the post and run is for them, then it's a chance if they get the item they want. If not, they post again. Well, again, this process we're talking about is specifically for island chests. When it comes to guild raid loot, that process, in my opinion, is already a good one. We don't need to change that. Muttley says, I heard something about being a god, but oh, what a shame your Discord broke up. Yeah, sorry, a little bit breaking up a little bit there, didn't hear. Vermilion versus Lucor is gonna happen. We don't have anything happening at 7 server, right? Just 7:30. I'm home watching, just switched characters, so had to start over. Yeah, a little bit of a bummer, but I'm sure you were able to gain quite a lot by starting over, learning all the lessons. Sometimes I wish I did that, but honestly, I don't want to start over. I'm bummed at some of the things I messed up, but end of the day, live and learn. Just made an alt, got it to 43 pretty fast, and it's 1550 gear score. Damn. I think like a lot of people are making alts now. But my only thing about that is like, this is such a never-ending grind on the main that I don't want to make an alt. Like, there's always so much to do. Sorry, I missed your lo-fi training stream. Work was Ermagerd today. No, you're fine. You're fine. Just for Lucent gain, that's why I'm doing it. Wait a minute. Is Lucent cross profile? Cross characters? Wow, that's huge then. Shit, I might make an alt. Did not know that. Matt and Joe, thank you guys for the likes. I know this isn't the most exciting stream right now. It might be. I mean, we're about to watch our allies fight against people. They won't fight for about 15 minutes, so I might go kill stuff in the meantime. Might as well go kill stuff in the meantime instead of just sitting here for 15 minutes. Prada, do you plan on playing this game? It sounds like you're pretty experienced when it comes to MMOs.
We have a variety of... These are the kinds of contracts we have here at the Pure Light Tower.
Had to run out of tokens on the daily for co-op and open world dungeons. I do get that, like, feeling bored more or less because you're out of tokens, and I really do hate that, by the way. I wish we got more dimensional. But I think another thing to realize is that, like, for example, what I'm doing right now, something I was slacking on so much until today. I was like, you know what, I'm getting back to it. It's just these little resistance contracts for the tokens, so that I can always stay stocked up on extract stones, and you know, that purple pouch and all the stuff that you can get from the contract vendor. But then there's also like arenas. I've been wanting to do more arenas. So, man, there's always something to do, and I just haven't been doing it. I realized I forgot to switch to my DPS sets. This is gonna take me forever to kill all this, but we're gonna have to switch here shortly.
The guild notice is a little confusing.
Why?
Is it supposed to be our Rift boss at 8?
No, Cherno. Cherno Rift.
It says Cherno at 7:30. Oh, okay.
I'll switch to
So-
Cherno Rift. I put Rift in there.
Yeah, okay. because they're both world bosses. So
Yeah, it might be.
I looked at it and I understand it, but I know some people will look at it and go, "Wait, what?"
You right. You right. All right. Switch to DPS here in a second. I lived and breathed MMOs for a while, many years in Neverwinter and many more in DDO. I know my fellow leader here, Grim, was thousands of hours in Neverwinter.
And ESO.
Gross.
What's up, Austin? How you doing, man?
I
There we
think
go.
that is one of the main things we should do, Jumpy, is we should set it up as certain days are gonna be free, like free for all, free game. I mean, just like how we do our guild raids, right? Primary builds come first, traits come second, then that gear is free raid, right? So if you first trying to get people to get that piece for their set pieces, whatever it is, then it's helping people unlock their traits, right? And then after that, eventually everyone's like, say the mask, right? Eventually all of our DPS should have the mask, right? Eventually all of our DPS should have traits unlocked, right? Just the 2 unlocks, right? Whether that's unlock stones over the course or whatever it is, right? But after that, anyone should be able to roll on that gear, right?
Yeah, but we hardly ever get to a point like that. Like, we're not gonna keep the Eternal Rift that long.
No,
We're gonna
but I
want to try
guarantee
for
we'll have
Talis.
Turno again. I guarantee we'll have Turno again in a couple months. You know what I mean? Whatever it is. Eventually we'll be there. Or eventually, like, you know, at the world bosses when we're doing, you know, Rift or just raids, right? Those things could still, like the cape, for example. How many of us still need the cape? Pretty sure everyone has the cape, right?
Which one?
Unless someone, the cape that we had at from Azrael.
Azrael? Yeah, everybody better have it. Every tank better have it by now.
Yeah, every tank has the cape, pretty much, right? There might have been some new people who came in who might not at the moment. But, so when we're doing raid, if we do Azrael, you know, and we drop that cape, who needs that cape? You know what I mean? Who needs it for their main build, right?
I mean, granted,
then we
we've
go to
had some new
trades.
tanks join since we last farmed Azrael, but I still get your
Oh, yeah.
point.
Yeah. It's in the sense of, like, yeah, sure. So, like, we go in and we have it for Rift again for 4 or 5 days, whatever, you know? And six capes drop, and only 2 people need it for their build, and a few people need it for trades. So that's how we'd start. You know, the first 2 people who need it are maybe the only ones who roll on it, right? So there's 2 capes, so guaranteed those 2 people are going to get those capes. Say it's that way, right? So then we have a 3rd and a 4th cape, then it's trait rolls. Whoever needs it to unlock traits, you may roll, right? Whoever needs it after that is just fair game. You know what I mean? Either that or I don't know. I don't know how the system works in the guild for distribution, in the sense of, like, if you were to put, you know, a piece of gear up there that maybe it's worth, you know, 5,000 in the auction house, right? But a lot of our members are, like, say, free to win, right? Or free to play. So after everything,
Free to win. That would be something.
so free to play, sorry. So, like, for example, like, I pulled, where was it at? Yeah, I pulled that helm of the field general. So did Serranio, so he got a nice little chunk of change. But I pulled the helm of the field general the other day, right? And I ended up selling it for 4,100. So I got 3,100 out of it, right?
Bro, taxes
But I
can
fe-
suck it.
But I felt bad because 20 minutes after I had already lithographed it and put it on, someone goes, "Hey Grim, you got that helmet, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, I needed that." I was like, "You should have said something when we were at the boss fight, bro. I would have released it to the guild instead, right?" And they were, of course, like, "Oh no, don't worry about it. You know, you made some money. You're gonna get stronger, blah blah blah." But I'd much rather give it to the guild, you know, for that outside if someone needs it, right? But no one who was at the fight in there said anything, all of them said congratulations. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but it's also like
But it would.
that's just for getting something at a boss at the end of the day. Like, it's actually wild to even get something at a boss. So obviously people are gonna say congrats about that. But I mean, you were at a world boss at the end of the day, and we all know we don't have any rules about that. Like, you're not required to give that up. I mean, obviously, I'm sure people would like it, but you're not required.
Yeah, but if someone had messaged me and been like, "Yo, like I actually really need it," I would gladly give it up. Is basically what I'm saying, right? But I'm wondering, what does profit do for the guild, right? So if we get to a point of everyone who needs it has it to an extent, and now it's just for like extra traits or whatever it is, putting up stuff inside the guild storage chests for, 500 lucent, 200 lucent, little things like that, on items that normally would be, 2,000 lucent, 3,000 lucent in the auction house, right? What does that profit do for the guild? What does that give us? Like, is there anything on that Fire? Like, does it allow you to just buy
like
stuff?
Basically,
for, like,
guild bank is what you're suggesting?
Yeah. What does the guild bank with lucent do?
I couldn't tell you because we've never operated that way. So I don't know. I think when we take the castle, we'll certainly need to find out.
It's gonna be a while. Yeah, it's gonna be a while till we're there because everyone needs stuff from the stuff we're taking, right? The game is still so early on.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, when we take the
that,
castle and we get hundreds of thousands in taxes that at our disposal, we're gonna need to real quickly figure out a process for how we can utilize that for the gain of the guild. Give me a second though. Let me catch up here. Let's see. I'm getting more mild vertigo from this game. Not gonna lie. Really? I wonder why that is, Muttley. Sorry if I'm maybe moving my camera too much. I want to get more into arenas, dude. Same. I'm always wanting to run arenas. It's just I feel like it's hard to find people that want to run arenas.
I always run arenas with you.
You do. I want to get a steady group that's down to run frequently and learn from each other and like come up with processes so that we can actually wreck, but if we're changing the squad every time, then we're always going to have to change our strategies and skill combinations. Guild leader, so much shit to do, bruh, says Beast. Dude, you ain't lying. I mean, I've been a guild leader in other games. I mean, I'm an owner of the org Final Form before we were ever in TL. Team captain for my Rocket League team. Like, I know how to do this stuff, but this game is just built different. Like, it's almost a freaking job, bro. The HUD in this game is a lot less than DDO. I do like the HUD in this game, honestly. To answer your question, I was contemplating playing this. Well, if you do, you're gonna have instant access to you've been a member of FFE, you're already in the Discord, you already know some of the people that are playing, and we're gonna actually start really soon doing these workshops to help bring the knowledge we've been gaining to the entire guild and get everybody on the same page. Precious, Purification Stone, Potion Elixir, we all need this for PvP, bro. I know, and these potions right here, Rare Purification Remedy, I really like them, and I burned through them doing arenas, and you need the, I think it's called Aggregate to make them, and I don't like burning through Aggregate for potions, man. Like, it's a valuable resource. So that's my, that's one of my struggles. Yo, Gandalf, how you been, bro? It's good to see you. Never played Neverwinter MMO, but I love the original Neverwinter Nights. Then I still have an ESO account, but I haven't been on it forever. I'm just building up crowns. I remember trying the ESO open beta when it happened for a little bit, but I never ended up like purchasing the game or playing beyond there. I agree with that for the requiring items that everyone has. It's free reign off of rolls. Yeah, we've had people in the past try to roll on things that they weren't even going to wear, and that created some problems, so we nipped that in the bud for sure. Are there
Yeah,
guild items
fine.
in this game that you can place in a guild chest that anyone in the guild can use? There is no guild chest, but here in distribution of the guild tab, you can see items in the item storage chest. So if you're at a world boss, you get some loot, you don't care for it, you can click a button. It's called Give to Guild. And then all the members in the guild can come to this storage chest and submit a purchase request on it. These I put a 6-hour timer on all of these. You can see 4 requested, 7 requested, 7 requested. People go in here, they request things. Mainly if it's a blue, they're just doing it for the trait, or to dissolve it so that they can use that to make skill growth books. Whatever the reason is, we don't really care about blues. But when it's raid night and we have purples in here, everybody submits their purchase requests, and then we have people roll. Live right now. Need tips? What's up, 9? How can I help you? World boss rule number 1: don't ever expect a drop. Did you watch that video though? How they're going to be, I mean, they're addressing it, but not like, it's cool to add an extra portal, but it's also like a half band-aid. It's like, we're not adding any more items, but there's one extra portal. I think it's kind of silly, but it's still something.
Wait, what do you mean?
Battle time. Oh my goodness.
They are adding more drops.
The video did not say they're adding more drops.
Is Luke Gore outnumbered?
Oh, they are. Yikes. Trying to find out how many are here.
The guys are them in good. They just don't have the numbers to support us, I think, man. Sadly.
They have, yeah, no, I mean, they have fighters. All of them are fighters. So, you know, it's good that they want to PvP, but numbers mattered way too much in this game.
Did they win it? Is it over already? No.
I mean, it just started. It just started and Vermilion wiped them. If I had to guess, well, I shouldn't have to guess, but some people aren't standing within the cap zone. The highest I've seen it number-wise is 27, but I'm pretty sure they're in the 30s. They're just not all standing in the cap zone. But
This
20...
is an awkward one to push.
Yeah, you pretty much, like, what, 2 access points, I think? That's it.
Yeah, there's a choked bridge, and then there's the zips. Looks like a whole cliffside. So yeah, they're not coming up from that side. Yeah,
It's not you. The
just those
scenery is
two.
hundreds of feet high in places. Isn't that cool, though? Like, how massive and scaled this game is. And we only have access to a little bit of the
They're
map right
getting
now.
picks
Like,
over
look at
here,
this.
but they're also
The light section of the map is what we currently have access to. There's still all of that. It's a trinket reusable. I think once you buy it once, it just goes on cooldown. Agreed, but the resources required to make it, like, I don't want to dedicate that. Like, it's actually so much.
It's
it's-
not that expensive to get it with Lucent, though.
You can buy it with Lucent. What's it called?
The materials, yeah, they're like, I think 20 per. You need 60, but you should have farmed up a bunch. I think for like 40, it was gonna be like 700.
What's the currency? I don't even remember what it costs.
Abyssal aggregate.
It was the aggregate. Okay, so B said the same thing. Aggregate.
I don't know if that's actually how it's.
Yeah, 20 per.
Yeah. So like, there's a stack of 15 here for 380. So if you're putting it in, you know, half is gonna be 760. So you're looking at like 1,500 Lucent to get it.
God, that's
Which
gross.
in comparable terms, it's not that bad. You could farm up 15. Like, if I
1,500
really wanna-
Lucent for a trinket, bro.
A trinket that disables CC.
Yeah, but I mean, I agree, but still, what's the cooldown on it? You know?
I think when I looked at it, it was like 60 seconds or something. It might have been less.
Remove certain CC effects applied by other players and use petrification, weakening, collision. I mean, why do you think I'm down to just one potion? I had 16 of them, but when I run arenas, I'm using the hell out of it because people are always trying to CC me because I'm the CC machine. I like that it has a purchase request. Had problems in past guilds where a member took almost all and sold the items. Yeah, that cannot happen in this game. It cannot. All depends on the guild's loot settings, but it's just not possible. Hell yeah, it should help. There will be a treasure box for contribution. I did see the treasure box, and it was a selection chest too, if I remember correctly, Beast. But wasn't it also similar to that new random queue thing where it's like a 1 in 15 chance? It's like really uncommon to happen, if I remember correctly.
You're talking about after the boss fight?
Yeah, that new chest that's coming out.
Yeah. I don't know the percentage. It seems like what they're trying to do is they're trying to even out the distribution. Or not the distribution, the contribution. And that's where the extra portal comes in to try to even it out. But it's still kind of unclear what type of contribution actually counts. Because if that's the case, then the healer may never actually get anything.
Beast said, "Tell Grim we're not rich like him." Only a rich lucent man says it's not that bad in price. 1,500, bro. Like, god dang.
You have 1,300
Dude,
right now.
I know, but the new pass is coming out soon, so that's 500. And by the way, can I just say, like, we deal with enough taxes in real life. Why is there tax in this game, bro? I sold the highest ticket item I sold yet was 1,000. Ended up getting like barely 700. It was like 600 and something. Like, what is that? Bro, stop asking about our freaking alliance.
There's a,
Isn't it common knowledge who our alliances are? Like,
there's a lot of tax in a lot of different games that have a auction house.
I'm gonna lie real quick. Just kidding. I'm not gonna do that.
tell him it's Vermilion.
No.
That's who they thought was our alliance.
I don't understand. Like, how do they not know this? But
exactly.
like but we've all known their alliance forever.
It shows who it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Does it? No, it doesn't.
yeah.
You can't see alliances. You can just see guild rankings.
When I go into guild ranking, it shows me who all of them are. Rose's Thorn, Classy Crew, Ragnarok,
Yeah.
and January.
That's because I have them marked hostile.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, they should know who has shown up to fight them.
Yeah, I
You
guess
know what
not.
I mean? Like, that's how we found out who their alliances were, right? Like, you think they that tells you right there they do not show up enough.
Bro,
Or in
have
the
a great
numbers
night,
that
man.
even
Thanks for the
makes them, like,
suggestions and the sweet hangs. Appreciate you.
is it
Well,
over with?
Vermilion, I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm really digging what I'm seeing from them, because yesterday they smacked up Roses, and that made me so happy. So when they smacked up Roses, and now they're here in large numbers versus Lucor.
Like, Lucor's just running up there one at a time, just getting destroyed.
Yeah. I won't lie. I mean, Lucor likes to fight. I like that about them. They love to fight. They don't pull the numbers that they need, but the people that they have are down to fight, outnumbered or not. And I said this yesterday at the FFA, Boonstone. Showing up matters. Just showing up and fighting matters. And Lucor does that.
No, they definitely do, but for what we need the numbers though too. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm not. Yeah, I don't doubt that.
And I think the most loot gore I've ever seen show up to a PvP event was maybe 10 to 15. Where Kitsune has showed up with 30 plus.
I think they're low 20s. Kitsune can get in the high 40s. They've done it.
I haven't seen that many at where I've been, at least.
What's up, Mace? What up? What up? Welcome. Hey, Lotion, thank you for the follow, dude. I don't know how you found me, but thank you. Welcome.
You're so welcome.
I think they need a stack up here on the bridge, though.
I mean, if they had more numbers, I think their best bet would to show a big force here on the bridge, and then a smaller force creeping up from elsewhere.
Yeah.
But they don't have the numbers to split. Honestly, I wouldn't if I were them.
And they're currently on a three-way split right now. Some of them are going up the right, some of them are going up the left, some of them are chilling right here on bridge.
But this is such a high ground oriented battle. Like,
oh yeah,
it sucks. I would even say, like, from where I am here, show a push and then jump off and fly down to one of those stairs. Like, bait them into pushing the bridge and then switch it up.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of like how we would take it, right?
Well, we would be Vermilion in this case, because we would start on the rift and we would win the initial fight, and then once you win that initial fight, we have numbers. GG's.
Yeah.
The Discord is how I found your Twitch. Oh, okay, I didn't even promote today. I'll sometimes do a promotion in the Discord, but appreciate you finding me. How much room in your guild do you have left? We have 2 guilds. We don't have any room in the main one. We just promoted 4 people from our second guild, which are filling our last 4 spots. So we're sending all members to guild number 2. When we're full, we do that. But when we're not full, we do review applications and see what kind of, basically go through, like, what's your CP, what's your role. We're always low on heals, so we're bringing up a couple healers right now from Academy, which is our second guild.
Grim.
We're also bringing up PvPers. We want PvPers.
Only field boss loot items can be sold to the auction house. Loot gained from this sale can be split amongst members.
Oh, okay. So it's very well. Okay.
All
Say again?
items can be given through a member sale. Only field boss loot can be sold on the auction house.
When you say field boss, that means world bosses?
Or are you sure that's not saying direct sale? Because I'm pretty sure any loot can be lithographed.
So, yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming field boss would be. I don't think that would be, because in another section they blatantly say arc boss. So, yeah. I would assume a field boss
is a world boss.
World boss.
But don't raids count as the world boss enemies that we're fighting technically, right?
I don't think so, because it's a separate instance. It's an individual
could be said
instance.
About Rift boss then too, even though it's the same.
Sure. Yeah.
Jake says I would assume field boss is open world bosses.
Yeah. All items can be given through member sale. Fixed price. This option sets the purchase price to a set price. Players can request the purchase. As I think we've already seen, when the timer runs out, the system picks a winner.
But if it's if the guild sells it, we all split the profit? Is that what you're saying?
the Lucent goes back to the guild, and the guild splits it.
Is that just an even split, or I choose as guild leader how it's split kind of deal?
It says Lucent gained from this cell can be split amongst members.
Okay.
That tells me that you can split it however you choose to. Like Grim was saying, you can do an auction. The highest bidder.
You guys want
amongst
to
all
come to
participants
Azrael real
wins.
quick? A little bit of scouting here.
A buyout price can be set. So, if we have 10 tanks that want this cloak, everybody has it, and now we're doing a trait, item get or receive. You can make it an auction to where whoever wants it can shove up the, Lucent, and that goes to the guild.
I never want to do whose pocket is bigger thing. I never want to do that. But I'm at Azrael right now, and it's Smiling Coffin versus Save to Lose. And honestly, Smiling Coffin kind of impressing me, man. They might be here with like 25 people or so. Maybe. Let me see. They're all split up. Scouting out people, chat. It's the Spanish guild. All Spanish in their profile. Yeah, this might be 1, 2, 3. They're moving too much. That's got to be 20 something.
I've got 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
You're here with me?
I've got like 18 people, 19 people. Probably
That's not a bad turnout for their size, man.
You can have up to 40 hostile guilds.
Yep.
That's crazy.
And yet only 3 friendly. That's lame.
I think I understand why.
Well, it's from a
hostile?
siege perspective. It's
it's
friendly wise from a siege perspective. It makes sense, but
Yeah.
I still don't like it.
Even, just really anything. Just with how the game's laid out, with how it's easier to see, like, the enemy if they're the hostile guild. Because if you have your settings set up correctly, like how it marks the target, or like when you're looking at an enemy guild, it shows a completely different color than what it would be naturally.
I forgot I can just scan. And let me see if I scan how many are there. It says 12, but there's more than 12 here, without a doubt.
I'm pretty sure I just trolled somebody from Smiling.
Oh,
I hit the grapple, and I think he thought I was a cloaked guy hitting the grapple because it made the noise for him. He dropped down and looked up at me with his shield.
someone really made the Laughing Coffin Guild Smiling Coffin. Close enough.
Basically, yeah. Yeah, they're kind of shitting on him.
I am curious enough to where I'm considering contacting their guild leader, but if they're all in Spanish, language barrier would be kind of difficult for coordination.
Yes, but we might get free salsa at the get-togethers.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Just saying.
I'm there with you, but damn.
Be fucking good, bro. I've got a buddy at my camp.
Well, I scanned 12 and, as a max, and I think there's roughly 6 to 10 more that are not scanning. So yeah, it's probably 22-ish. Using the same name on every platform really helps. I see so many people streaming and don't have the same branding everywhere, then wonder why their support is low. I mean, Twitch has an underscore, Facebook does not, YouTube does not, but Twitch also doesn't allow for spaces, which is just dumb. I'll take some salsa, bruh, says Beast.
Bro, give me some tamales, dog.
Tamales slap. Alright, so we have our Cherno Rift in 10, yeah?
Oh, is it really that fast? Dang.
Yeah, I'm gonna head there. We should get ready to do that.
Bro, I could spin to win that whole group right now.
You're not wrong. You cannot teleport during a guild battle? Dog, this isn't even my battle. Just watch
You're
it,
invisible.
right?
You are a part of the battle.
I guess so.
That's why I think it's like you couldn't attack when we were in FFA's one yesterday. We couldn't attack any of the goblins.
Imagine dying to level 5 goblins because you can't attack back.
Right.
You cannot teleport during a guild battle. Okay, apparently it thinks that our rift is being challenged. So I have to go to the TP instead of the rift itself.
Oh, it's
Kellen,
actually
thank
based
you
on
for the
that.
like. If I show up there, I mean, I know it's not going to happen because I understand the system now, but if I showed up there and there was a guild up there capping it, I would, oh my god, I would rage. Mystics got Grand Alon. Wow. Nobody challenged Grand Alon?
I don't think anybody wants it.
I mean, it's a pretty good bow.
A dentist and Juno, I think, are.
Yeah, I won't lie. I mean, not all the loot is great, but some of it is.
We're going to Cherno, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's head
We're
up to
doing Cherno, then we're
hang
doing
out.
Rift, and then
No. We're doing
gonna ask a
Rift,
bun.
and then we're
Rift.
doing World Boss, and then Saradoma.
okay. I'm
Let's
gonna
head
ask
up
a
to
bun
hang
if
out.
he wants to do PvP with us. Later.
Okay, yeah, down.
Slap us around too much, and then
Hey,
we gotta
guys.
come back with full vengeance, man.
Just a warning. I am live.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
Thank you for letting me know. I will.
PG-13, everybody.
Quick,
Yeah.
racism.
Hey,
What's up,
whoa,
Tony?
whoa, whoa.
Shit.
That is a quick ticket to getting banned.
Ban kicked.
I told
Target
you.
on
I
height.
told you.
Yeah. Yeah. Blacklisted.
Hold on.
Well, I
Why?
gotta be a blacklist.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh, targeted.
I am sub to Fire, but I'm getting Twitch ads. What the hell is this?
Love
I
it.
told you.
That just now started. What the? I've never gotten an ad before.
That's because Fire's got a greedy stream.
Shut your
Oh,
mouth.
damn.
The Twitch
You know
is
what?
the
You have
greedy
that
ones,
setting on,
bro.
Have that setting on?
You want
I
to know
see.
why you're
about
getting
right.
ads even though you're subbed? Because Twitch is so greedy that they want the money for themselves to cancel the ads, which is why they made Twitch Turbo. So you get no ads if you pay Twitch, not instead of me. They changed it. So if you used to be if you sub to the streamer you get no ads, but now if you sub to Twitch Turbo, aka give Amazon your money, not the
But
streamers,
wait.
then you don't get ads.
They get a portion of your subs anyways.
Oh yeah.
So they were getting plenty of money anyways.
Oh
That
yeah.
is hella greedy.
That's
That's
why people
literally
just donated
the
instead.
most greedy freaking platform out there.
Yeah, man. Fuck Amazon. Fuck Jeff Bezos.
Fuck.
Jeff Bezos can go suck it. I don't care that he sponsors this game.
He probably was. He was probably with Diddy in his early ages, bro.
Yeah, I used to stream a bunch as well.
Diddy.
but, like, bro.
It's all about kick, guys.
I love how many people took the portal while they're already here. Like I saw them teleport 5 feet.
Listen, I am dedicated. I listen to what I'm told to do, okay? I does what I'm told this.
Don't worry. Don't forget to send out your Amma toys, guys.
So if
before we
Dumpy
do-
told you to jump off a bridge, you would jump off a bridge?
Hey
Without
Serrania.
question.
Serrania, I want you to
Without
please
question.
jump off this ledge over here. Thank you.
Which ledge?
Over here.
He said which ledge. Okay. Okay.
No
Hey,
morphine.
No
Straight down.
morph.
Oh, you don't have to morph?
Undying faith! Undying faith to this guild!
Yo.
Jumpy, I want to let you know I wouldn't do that for you.
Wow.
Wow.
Serrania, jump off anything.
You, for
Heresy.
your undying faith, you have my undying love.
I'm back.
Now,
Is this even enough to kill you?
Oh, he
wait.
killed him.
Oh, it is.
Just saw a freaking little
Have to
bird
test it out
jump
real
off the
quick.
cliff and then a little tombstone. I'm like, okay, he did it. He did it. All right.
I'm pretty sure I can block it and survive, but
You guys make groups already?
Joe Bob
Yeah,
knew exactly
nah.
what I was doing.
do you want me to put a 1 in chat?
Yes, please. If you're a tank, put a
If you're a tank, put a 1. If you're a healer, put a 2.
I is 1.
Ones
Wait,
invite
what is
2s. Ones
What is that
invite
soundboard
2s.
from? Was that? It's someone's. That's Guile's theme, right?
No.
No.
Journos.
Golden Wind from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh,
That was,
thank you.
Journos.
Okay.
Journos.
Yeah.
Guile's theme. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got it. Oh.
I'm gonna
Journos.
watch JoJo again.
Alright. I see Ghoul ignoring my invite.
Hey,
You
my
got
name's Brady.
outbeat by Issei, bro. So sorry.
That's crazy. I
Just
I
click
have a
the
better
first-
healer than you anyway.
I
It's
just clicked
fine.
the
I
first
got musky,
accept.
so
Listen up. Read the guild chat, please. I'm putting a new one.
Oh my god. Look at Joe Bob. What a perv.
I can't believe my healer left me.
You had a healer and then they left.
Do you want me to? I can heal
Yeah.
Toxic if we need.
Oh no.
I do have room for
I
2
just
more
do so much
DPS.
damage.
I got room for 5.
Yeah, I got
Or
room for
4. Sorry, 4. Fuck.
I have room for 1
Can
more
you guys please
DPS.
do what Virus did and put how many more you have left? So we may just merge a few groups.
2. Oh, and he left. That's rude.
Hey Joe Bob.
Yeah.
After Rift, do you have like 2 minutes to pop into a channel? I just have some optimization questions to ask you.
Guys,
Okay, my healer's back.
Ripen?
Yes.
Okay, so we have, just bear with me, guys. We have Issei with 4. We have Choki with 4. So that means Issei and Choki, please merge your groups. Choki, disband yours and join Issei's party link.
Will do.
The leftover? I have one spot too.
Am I supposed to be clicking a party now?
Are you DPS?
Yeah.
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 Oh,
I
you
just
can
put in
join
guild
mine.
chat.
No,
Respond if you are not in a party. Respond in guild chat, and you can be invited by people who have room.
Everyone wants the faithful chicken. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. There it is. Undying faith to the guild.
Hey, where do you
I
check
also
combat
have
power
room
up
for
to,
one.
Fire?
I been grinding, bro. Finally getting there. I'm at well, my PvP set is what I've been grinding. So let me check that one. Hold
Same.
on.
My PvP got up to 2784.
I'm at a crossroads and I
Oh,
don't know what to do to
97.
progress at this point.
Great.
Pull
I
up
am
the
at
visa.
2919.
2919? Hell yeah. Hey, if I get the Cherno boss drop, I can get to 3k today.
Okay,
Oh.
but if that drops, I'm also rolling. So
I thought you had the
tough.
helmet already.
Oh, are you talking about the helm? I'm talking about the sword, dog.
Oh, you want the sword?
Hell yeah, that's the PvP
Oh
sword.
yeah.
Yeah.
Eh,
Is that-
pass.
Is that Cherno?
I
Is
want
that
a
the
Dentist's
sword and
great
shield
sword.
that drops from him?
Cherno drops a sword and shield, correct? And it's really good
Okay.
for
I don't need
PvP.
that.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I'm just learning.
Okay.
Yeah, when we say sword, we're talking about sword and shield. When we say great sword, we're talking about the two-handed.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
a good distinction.
I think Karnak is. I
T
still
minus
like
2
Karnak
minutes. Let's clear comms just for a little bit for the sake of time. Let's get rolling here ASAP. You guys can go
Maybe
ahead
we
and
should-
head into the instance. That's fine. Just please don't leave the platform.
I was gonna say we need to not leave the platform.
Do
'cause we
not
start
leave the
it
platform.
Every day.
Or fly near the boss. That seems to aggro it if anybody gets
Poe,
near
are
it.
you in here?
Yes, I am in here.
Can we please do a member check on locations again? I want to do that every event we do.
Flying near the boss does not aggro
Yes.
it. The fact that people can't remember to disable their auto attack seems to aggro it.
I saw it get aggroed when
Blue,
somebody
please
flew
come
over
into
it
this
last
instance.
time. Could be wrong, but
Somebody just forgot to disable their auto attack and slapped it.
T Blue, please come inside. The instance.
Hey, Fire.
Yes.
Since we've got a lot of people here, you think we should ask what we discussed earlier about the different days? See what people think about it?
The different days?
For Saradona.
Yeah, we could do that after the boss. Let's get to business first, and then we can do that after the boss. Wasn't there something we talked about last night as well that I wanted to bring up? Oh no, that was the Saradoma dock rules. We already announced that.
It was also about how much a bun smells.
True, it's becoming a problem, honestly.
Yeah, it's
Like,
his collection of
the fact that
feedbacks.
every time I walk past him I get moist, I don't know what to do about it.
Is Katniss in Discord? Because this has been like a reoccurring thing.
right here.
Katniss is in Discord. I was in Discord with Katniss in Dungeons last night.
Odyssey app.
I mean, regardless, I've made the rule clear several times. If you're going to be rolling on loot, you need to be in Discord. If you're not in Discord, you don't get loot. So, that's it.
What's up?
All right, listen
What's
up.
the benefit?
Party leaders, check your UIs. Everybody in here. If they're not in here, put their name in the guild chat. Call them out. Get them in the instance.
Anybody see Dumpy? Dumpy anywhere? I don't see Dumpy.
I don't see Dumpy.
That's Cap.
There's too many people.
You
There's too
can't
many
miss
people,
this
man.
Dumpy, baby.
Oh, thick boy.
She is thick.
Charisma's
Hey,
not here.
why-
Hit on him relentlessly.
Thick ass boy!
Hey,
the guild chat.
you know, I do see someone down there. I see two people down
Okay,
there.
okay. I'm sorry. You guys are distracting me. Focus up. Everybody's in here. Nobody's not in here, right?
Why are people
All
down
right.
there?
If they're not in,
Leroy
then they're not
Jenkins.
online.
Leroy Jenkins? Okay.
Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah.
I wish that someone would start a timer just to see if we can like improve our time every day. I think that'd be a fun thing to do for the next rift we take.
You got it, boss.
Once we get Cherno dead before the dive phase, we can start timing it.
Don't forget, guys, if you are interested in the loot after this, Guild Hall. If you're not interested in the loot, you don't need to go Guild Hall. You can for PvP if you want. Up to you. But don't
Can we
leave
go
the
to Guild
Discord
Hall?
because don't leave the Discord after this because we still have other things going on, and we're gonna run an idea past you the council was discussing today.
Yeah, are you cool if people who aren't rolling go to the guild hall and just stand off to the side just to see the results?
Yeah, no worries.
No, how
Oh,
dare
it
you
shows
spend
me.
time in the guild hall?
You're not allowed in the guild hall unless you're rolling.
No, with enough people rolling on loot, though, it can be less confusing if people aren't there, you know?
No, well, he has it very orderly. We all just line up nicely.
Perma-stunned, I can't
Oh, I
even
know.
move my
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
I love
rolled
being a
100
rock.
yesterday.
I did too.
Yes, you did.
It didn't even show me
was-
that I was a rock. I couldn't even see my character. It was just lights for my daggers.
Yeah, I was watching the debuff on the left of my screen next to your name.
I was
That's
just
funny.
watching you be dead in the party view.
14k crit.
What do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
There's something,
Got it.
Crystal. What is that?
The blade of beheading.
Let's
Oh,
go!
there it is!
Oh,
Scal's got
my
it!
God.
Let's
Okay.
go!
Bro, y'all do no
Wait,
damage.
yeah.
It's crazy out here. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's
Bye.
go!
Didn't drop. The helmet didn't drop.
What if this was the one thing that
Damn.
Skulls was like,
Useless.
alright, this is the one I'm taking. I'm giving everything
Bro,
else.
I want to watch the
When
roll
you
now,
do
though,
go to
so
the
I-
Guild Hall, guys, I would recommend purchasing the Guild Hall portal scroll thingy. This just takes you directly to it.
Bob's been saying that for
But my one inventory space.
I'm gonna be honest, it's not even the inventory space, it's the cont coins that I need.
Bro, I had to spend Lucian on inventory
You don't
space.
have
I just sent it.
Guild tokens?
I got annoyed with it all.
Yeah,
quite a-
I'm kind of down bad for guild tokens because I haven't been able to do some of the contracts recently. My rep is down.
Ah.
Tisk.
Hey, just real quick. I mean, it's truly not a big deal because it'll automatically happen in 5 minutes. But if I say your name, release these blues to the guild, please. Serrania, T Blue, Soren Lone Wolf, Virus, Grim. There's some blues. If you could please release those.
I thought we weren't doing that anymore.
I didn't change the settings. I didn't change the settings for this fight.
So is it just going to be the people who got the drop?
I mean, they could claim it. I mean, they could claim it. If it's a blue, you could claim it. But I mean, normally that's what would happen if I did change the settings. But if you don't want it, you can release it.
What blue are you talking about, bud? I'm sorry. I haven't done this before.
That's okay. So if you go to guild tab, hit G, and then distribution, and then item storage chest, you should see an item, decorated champion crown with your name next to it. You'll just click that and click give to guild or claim if you want it. I mean, it's a blue, so it's up to you.
Nice. Ooh, the purple even has hit chance. Damn.
That's what I'm saying. It is a PvPW.
I put the instructions in chat if anyone needs to see what just got said.
But you're missing out on 9% block chance.
Best of
And you're
luck,
losing a
y'all.
little bit of attack speed as well.
Can I roll for this?
Do you
And
see
you're losing
the
base
special
damage.
ability though?
Yeah, it is good, but
don't need that block chance if they're dead.
I get 10 strength from my
I would take
like
hit
only sword and
chance over block chance in PvP any day, dude.
Is for your
I
main
mean,
build,
I
you can roll for it.
prefer
Got
the
you,
10
got you.
strength though. No, you're missing out on all that.
Strength is valid.
Are you not going to go for 70 strength?
matters if you're not getting to the 60 strength point break.
I get to. I'm going to 70 strength because
I
that
don't think 70 strength is worth
200 range defense and 200 melee range defense. I think is absolutely worth it.
it.
Especially because I get to that 70 just from having my.
My understanding is the value comes from endurance as far as tankiness, not defense values.
I have enough collision defense. that
I'm
I can
actually trying for 70 strength just to compare it. I want to see what it's. I'm gonna compare it to a like 50 strength build, for example.
I think at this stage, it's more important to hit 60 perception as well as 60 strength than necessarily hitting 70 strength.
I can hit 70 strength and I can hit.
Give me just
50.
a few here, guys. Real quick, Bearded has a comment. I think we're going to be a better guild when we can fully make the schedule, and not only just for PvP events, but better getting a schedule to do these world bosses. Agreed. And world bosses are included in the schedule. Abund and Grim have already wrote up a draft of a schedule, so that is TBD coming down the pipeline. Everybody that's interested in rolling, please go to the door and I'll call your name. You come up here and form a line so it's easy for me to count. If you haven't yet and you're interested in the sword, make sure that you submit your purchase request on it. Also, make sure this is something that you will be utilizing on your main build. I don't want you to submit a purchase request if this is something you're just going to trait, litho, whatever you can do with it. If it's not going to be worn, you shouldn't be submitting a purchase request. When we farm this guy enough to where everybody's got the sword on their main build, fine. But until then, this should be something you actually want to use. That being said, I have 8 purchase requests. If I say your name, come stand next to me in a line. Zeku, Virus, Choki, Sith, Toxic, Katniss, Issei. Katniss, you want this? Aren't you DPS?
No.
You saying you don't want this?
I'm alright. I'm gonna cancel it.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good luck, guys. Roll it up.
Oh.
Oh!
Yo, luck.
Break.
Yo, leader
Come
luck.
on.
Yo, leader luck, bro.
Yeah.
Streamer luck,
Yeah.
streamer luck, streamer luck, streamer luck, streamer luck,
Bro.
streamer luck.
Seven.
There's no way.
Jeez.
Man held up in his role yesterday.
Okay,
for today.
listen. Let me do one last double check to make sure because if I end up saying no, Zeku was the next highest roll, right? Yeah, 92. So let me just double check because I do like the strength on Carnix's. It also has health. I have good traits on it.
Is better.
This guy's slow rolling Zeku. He's actually slow
Blocking
rolling.
and
You're
melee
actually
attack
twisting his
decreases
nuts,
the
bro.
attacker's move
Criminal.
and attack speed by 30.
Criminal.
It's this.
Nah, don't be. You
You
want
know
it,
what?
man. It's a good sword.
You really
it's a
don't
good
want
sword.
it. You don't want it.
All right,
You want it.
hear me out.
Why?
Hear me out.
Yes.
Hear me out. Zeku, what's
10
your
strength.
CP?
Oh, bro, it's so low. It's 2
2?
2,467.
Give this poor man a
2,000.
purple.
Yeah.
Listen. This I'm gonna use this as a segue into the topic Grim and I want to talk about. I'm gonna let you have this one, Zeku. So just give me a second to explain where I'm coming from. But congrats, Zeku, on your 92.
Thank you.
You got.
I mean,
this.
it was a jib from last one. It was Surya who got 100. I got 95.
What a
That
guy.
was crazy. That was crazy, dude.
Listen, I got 100 and I couldn't get the roll because I had a 2 hours left on the 24 hours.
It's all yours. I just used up my only good roll for the week, so.
What a
All right,
guy.
Much jumping.
But
There it is.
all right,
Appreciate it.
listen up. So, Grim and I are talking, and in line with what just happened there, we have some ideas when it comes to Saradoma. Where we do plan on hitting Saradoma tonight. We've been hitting it every single day. I brought up a concern about how we're going about chests there, because we've been doing it purely based on rolls, and rolls have led to, in a lot of instances, the same people winning them over and over. And I know that's based on luck, but it doesn't feel too great when you're never getting a chest and you're constantly showing up. It reminded me of kind of our guild values, our core. And I put in our intro, the first thing you see when you pull up rankings, you click on Final Form. What does it say? It says helping each and every member reach their final form. I never want to lose track of that. We will be better as a guild if we're rising everyone up to the same level. So, in the spirit of that, we want to come up with an official rule for how we go about chests at Saradoma. And one thing we want to pitch to you guys and get thoughts on is, what if we dedicated maybe 3 to 4 Saradoma runs per week? Mind you, we're usually doing 2 per day. So if we're doing 2 per day, that's roughly, if we're every week doing 2 per day, that's 14 Saradoma runs. If we dedicated 3 or 4 to chests only going to the lowest CP members that show up, so that they're the only ones getting the chests for 3 to 4 of those 14 runs. The other ones we'll do, as fair as possible. We'll do, in terms of maybe we roll beforehand, we roll there, we come up with a different system entirely for the non 3 to 4 days. But those 3 to 4 days, we're specifically working on raising up our lowest CP members so that we're all raising up. We're all having a chance to gear up and get on the same level. Does anybody have any thoughts against this or suggestions along the line of that?
That's what you're thinking they get, but that's something you might want to talk about too.
Sorry?
I did have a suggestion that goes with this, but I think we should answer Lone Wolf's question first.
What was the question? I didn't understand it.
So you know how there's the different sizes of chests. So you need to figure out which size chest you're going to give those people. So that's also in your spiel.
Those runs would
the
be
chest-
fully dedicated to the lowest CP members, so all of them, would go to them.
There you go.
I thought the chests start small, and then the longer they're not found, they grow in size.
Grim,
Yes.
confirmed.
Not the longer they're not found. So here's how it works. On the 30-minute mark when it spawns, so say, we've got 46 minutes until, so that means it would be at 11:30 my time or 9:30 West Coast, right? So it starts on 9:30. A minute in, first chest will spawn. So at 9:31 to 9:31 and 30 seconds, whatever it is, 2 chests spawn outside. They will always be 2 small chests that spawn outside. Then you're going to get to the next 5-minute mark, which in that case would be 35 after, right? So it would be 9:35. 45 seconds into that, medium chests will spawn. 1 inside, 1 outside, or it might be small still. It might be 1 small inside, 1 small outside. Then, after once you're going into the 10-minute mark, it will be 1 medium chest outside, 1 medium chest inside. Those medium chests will continue. Every 5 minutes, chest spawns, or the next chests are set to spawn, and 45 seconds into the minute after that, of course, is when they spawn. The last 5 minutes, a large chest will spawn inside, and a large chest will spawn outside in specific dedicated areas. For example, up by the flowers, where the throne is up there, that is where the large chest spawns outside. Every time. But it's about being able to fight for it and get it, because everyone knows where it's going to be, especially the groups that run it every day.
And I think as far as like the non-low CP days, we'll call them or whatever, for the sake of this example, I think we're going to start doing something where I don't want to say register, maybe something along the lines of registration, so that there's some prep before we go there. We can do rolls before we go there, and obviously people can show up late, but not with the expectation of getting chests. I think that's the kind of the advantage of signing up for things, showing up on time for things. Obviously going to Saradoма is multi-purpose, right? The chests are awesome, but so is controlling the island and actually beating Rang and Jan sometimes, which we have been doing on a pretty frequent basis. So it's multi-purpose, but I do want to make sure that we're at least giving a chance to people that have lower CP, so that we can raise the floor of the guild, so to speak. But also for me, it's really important that we're encouraging people to go there. We've already been putting up pretty good numbers. We usually average between, 8 to 20 people, depending on the time going there, which is great. But if we can entice more people to go because they feel they have a better chance at chests or whatever, that'll only help us for all of our Saradoma runs.
I think what might entice more people to go is to also schedule Saradoma like Abyssal contract runs immediately afterwards. Because I've usually found it relatively difficult to find groups for anything outside of Sanctum and Abyss in general.
Yeah.
And so that would also give the higher CP people kind of more reason to show up, even if they're not necessarily getting the chests, because they'll have a full group to then actually run contracts. And
I agree with that. I don't necessarily think we make it a requirement, but we throw it out there as a, hey, is anybody staying, then put an X and reform a party for that or something.
Yeah, more of just like a general suggestion of
what you're bringing up
this time.
What you're bringing up also speaks to kind of a separate related topic of I'd really love to see more people willing to do things purely to just help. And I know we have people already doing that, but I know a lot of the grinders, we're finishing the blue contracts in the first few days of acquiring them. you know, finishing your 3 dungeons in like, you know, an hour and a half the moment you have them, but just kind of being willing to help other people who maybe aren't getting to those things as fast, so that people aren't feeling like they have to pug things or they're putting things in guild chat. Anybody down for XYZ and getting no responses. It's just discouraging. So I can't tell you guys what to do with your time. I know this is a grindy game. There's always something you can do, but I will say I always do love seeing people that are just like jumping at opportunities to help, even if they have nothing to gain from it.
Which I think all of us can say that Pochops is like ideal, like probably at least who I think like symbolizes that the most in the guild.
Pochops ain't never helped me with shit.
Pochops,
everything.
But I don't need it, so that's different.
Pochops
looking for group
and
and then
Bob.
nobody responding in guild, and then I go down to Sanctum, and who do I see in there? Pochops by himself.
Do we
comms for a moment, because I think Serrania had a concern, and there was a question that somebody just started. Go ahead and finish that. Sorry.
I was just wondering about kind of turnover in the guild. I mean, like going off the power level, I know what most of us are, or all of us are ethical, but I would worry about checking combat power, even for new members, and making sure that they're being honest with, what their combat power actually is before they do get a chance to get a roll. Just
What do you
wondering
mean
what your
by,
thoughts on that. I'm doing like
by
a
a
background
roll?
check, right? Like if I let's say I had a low combat power and we were doing
for
one of our
Saradoma.
low- yeah,
Yeah.
right. So if I could just take my gear off and say, look, even send a screenshot. Here's my power level. It's low, and let's
Well,
say
different
we
skills as
have
well.
new people coming in and out, and all I have to do is say, well, I gotta rip some gear off, show you my power level, get a roll. I would, I not saying that we're not all, ethical, but that'd be something at least to take into consideration.
If somebody really wants to risk their guild spot for a few chests, that's pretty silly to me.
I mean, people
because
people
lying
are
over
shitty.
something that is literally being put together to help is grounds I would eat that person out of this guild so
Oh,
fast.
Yeah, I'm just saying, there's
wild.
guys out there,
I
guys
feel
like that.
the tedium of going through that would discourage people from participating, and I feel just having the thread of if people catch you, you get the boot is pretty decent.
How about this?
Here's the
What
thing.
about this?
If you're the-
Quick, world boss is spawning, so just want to throw that
We
out
have
there.
we have like a little
15
under
minutes.
15 minutes. What do you guys think about this? What if we change? So like, I still want you guys to use memo if there's going to be any time off that you're going to be gone, so that we know about activity. Use that. But if you're not expecting any time off, put your combat power and your roll in your memo.
Yeah.
And I'll just have staff or myself screenshot at the beginning of the week in case anybody tries to change it, on a Saradoma day. So we'll be able to reference a screenshot of what it was at the beginning of the week, and if it's drastically under what we saw previous week, we'll know immediately. And if anybody's sandbagging, I think that would be the term, and putting it low right now so that the screenshot looks consistent. I, for example, I've run with a lot of you guys, so I can get a pretty good idea. I can see the gear that you have on. I mean, I feel like if you're honest,
The only time it would drop is if you change your weapons.
Well, I think the simple solution to this as well, which would deter a lot of what we're talking about, is just putting a simple time requirement on membership of the guild before allowing them to go on the Saradoma runs.
It's not a bad idea.
Like, I'm not saying that it has to be like a stiff requirement, obviously, because if we get someone who joins the guild and they're at like 30k cont for 3 weeks in a row, and we set the time in a month, this is an example. I'm not the one making the decision. I'm just throwing out a hypothetical. Let's say we set the time in a month. You have to be in the guild a month before you can do Saradoma, but they've got 30k cont for 3 weeks. It's like, okay, well, this person's dedicated. They've already contributed a bunch to the guild. This is a way for the guild to give back to them. That's like a very simple way to go about it as well. I don't think that, and the other thing is that I think all of us are semi-accountable to holding each other accountable, right? Like, most of the guild is pretty active. Most of the guild is running with people and knows each other. Like, if someone's doing something underhanded, I think just a general best practice and conduct is being willing to say, hey, I'm not sure about this, and approaching an officer and saying, could you help me look into this? You know, with an open mind of, you could be wrong about what you're thinking, but you could be right. And that's exactly what the officers and the staff are for, is to handle those kind of issues, in my opinion. Like,
I think we go case by case. For now, what I'd like everybody to do is 2 things for the sake of time. Number 1, open up guild, go to members, go to memo. If you don't have any upcoming time off, put your gear score, put your combat score, and your roll in there, please.
And again, right, I'm not saying that we're, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, that we're all, you know, unethical. I'm just saying
it's a valid concern.
Possibility.
It's a valid concern.
Appreciate it.
Makes sense.
I also, the second thing I'm going to ask, and this is just for fun, I mean, you don't really have to do this, but you guys should come over to the portal in here and check out the new bosses we have access to for next raid day.
Cool.
There is a sick morph Geo Draco Rift Turtle from Nirma.
Oh yeah.
There is a staff that looks pretty nuts from Eridus. I mean, these new bosses look kind of sick.
Since we were doing this, I did have 2 things I wanted to bring to your attention.
Well, first things first. First things first. What boss are we all gonna go to? Let's get there, and then I'll have you bring it up.
I still need Cherno.
Granted, we don't all have to go to the same boss. We're just doing peaceful, but just make sure we start making our way to wherever we want to go. Which one is it? So it's Juno, Azrael, Aelon. No. What is it? Azrael?
Azrael, Cherno, and Excavator are the PvE ones. The peaceful.
Which
the
is
PvP
the most
ones are Kawazan and Malakar. But if you would, Azrael, Chernobog, Excavator are all peaceful.
Okay. I think, I mean, again, you guys can go where you want. We don't have to stick together. If you want loot from a specific boss, that's totally understandable. I think personally, I'm probably gonna go to, yeah, I'm gonna go to Azrael.
I'm fine, just following
My
up.
guild is here at Azrael as well.
Bet.
Well, we should help the sister guild. Just a thought.
Yeah, we'll go to Azrael.
So quick question for the guild while we're here. Something that I've been considering a lot recently is that thinking about on the lines of what Fire was talking about with getting people to their final form. I do think there's a couple of things that could possibly benefit everyone. The first that I was thinking about is making a specific chat channel within the Discord for organizing group events, like in advance, you know? So you could say like, hey, I'm gonna be on Saturday afternoon, I plan on doing this, this, and this. That gives people time to respond if they like to plan things. If you feel like that's, you know, too planny and too ad hoc, like obviously throw the idea out. The other thing I was thinking about as well is I think it'd be good, at least for the sake of getting people to progress, is that taking the time to speak with like newer members with the more experienced people to talk to them specifically about builds, because we
I'm
all know
actually
how
stoked you brought that up, because that is something also already in development. So Grim and Abund, and I mean, we're open to more, but Grim and Abund, I'm pretty sure we're planning what we're calling workshop in the next few days, either Friday or Saturday, I believe. Where we're
Friday.
Yeah, I mean, we can do multiple, you know what I mean? We can do a workshop a week or something, but we just want to try and get everybody kind of caught up in all the stuff that we've all been learning as this game, you know, continues to have more and more doors open. I think one example is a lot of people have a lot of questions about like traits. I think maybe there's a pretty good amount of people out there who are maybe underutilizing the auction house for Lucent. There's also knowledge on, you know, proper stats that you should be trying to prioritize for PvP, and frankly I think all of us should really be prioritizing a PvP build, because PvP builds are more multi-purpose. You know, you can use it for PvE, whereas the opposite is not the case. PvE builds will not work in PvP. So there's just some things that I want everybody to be on the same page for. We're not requiring workshop attendance, but I would definitely recommend it. There's a lot that can be learned, and if we're all on the same page, then once again, we're raising the guild's floor.
I was also thinking that if you're going to do the workshop, wouldn't that also be a good time to get a general census of where people's CP is at? Just thinking back to the early point that we were talking about. Because if you're going to be doing a deep dive with someone on their build, you're obviously going to know where their CP is at and where they have to progress to. So wouldn't that work as an accountability piece as well?
Well, we should already know CP if people are going to the member list, like I said.
Yeah, I also like. Don't get me wrong. One of the main things I enjoy about the guild is that it is mostly people with lives and not insane like 24/7 like hardcore guild scheduling.
Yeah.
My concern is that the more of these like external checks and enforcements we're gonna be adding, the more it's gonna feel like that kind of hardcore MMO guild, and I think that might not necessarily be in the environment that some people were attracted to in the first place. Not saying that we can't do this, but it's just like, you know, you start with one thing and then you add another and another, and then before we know it, we have like 50 of these things, and it's just tedious to participate in anything.
Yeah, that's how it feels like it's going already. Like we started with
Correct
like, oh,
me
you have to have these X amount of days attendance. Cool, that makes sense. Like for, you know, the purposes of having people in events. But now we're getting to, oh well, now I gotta check your gear before you get to roll. Now we gotta check this before you get to do this. You know, like, it's going. I feel like it's going in the wrong direction already.
I think it should just be based off the honor system. Kind of like if you know your gear score is low and you're hurting in your build, just speak up.
Yeah.
And if
like
someone's already doing good, then just try to, you know, help out the homies that need the gear.
The whole premise of the combat power in guild memo though is purely so that we can raise those lower up. It's not to add an additional requirement by any means. It's literally to just help and prioritize helping. So I guess I'm a little confused by like the concern with the good intentions.
Well, I think they're talking about the events, but most of the correct me if I'm wrong, the hardcore would be for like FFE, where we're trying to be the top one.
No, but like
Yeah.
I just want to like genuinely try to understand so that I can make sure I can address any concerns. I guess like what is your comment more targeted towards Issei? Like I don't want us to be, I don't want your perspective of us to change because we're trying to help people, but where is that coming from, I guess?
So like the big thing for me right now is I got I think the common power putting it in the guild chat or like the guild memo. I think that's a good idea. Just like you said, I think that's a good thing. But like the whole, if you're new to the guild, you can't go to this event because we might think you might be a fucking ninja. Like
Yeah,
you know,
I
that's
don't like that either.
one of the things you have to. This one of the risks you take with taking. Yes, sweetie. With getting new members is you might get a fucking shithead every now and then. But we can't like bar everyone because like that's kind of the reason. Like the reason why why I like this guild is because it's so chill. Like everyone's fair. I think this guild's done a really good job of like just being generally fair. The people in this guild are pretty fucking awesome. There's a lot of like people that are like just here to help each other. So like that, I feel like that's what's
I
bringing.
don't think we have
people
anything to worry about.
Yeah,
I did
exactly.
not.
Like,
I did not agree to barring people from access to things if they're new.
That was just
if that
an
was your
idea,
concern.
yeah,
I did not agree to
yeah.
that. I would
Yeah,
not
no.
agree to that.
Yeah, this is where I'm like, this is where like my concerns is with people suggesting is I think this guild has done a really good job of being like very much like we're here for each other. Like everyone's like, oh, I need this. Okay, here's a group of people who don't need to do that, but they're here for you. So like, that's what I think. That's what brings people into this guild and the secondary guild. And if we start implementing things like that, I think that is gonna be a problem for.
Well, yeah, for a ton of different reasons.
Yeah.
Like, and I would say that the gear score thing is kind of like a minor extension of that, right? Because I obviously see the good intention, but also the good intention is basically verify that this person isn't lying, right? Which is defaulting to the assumption that the people we have in the guild are going to lie to get what is effectively like maybe an hour's worth of grinding in the dungeon, if probably not even that as a
You're
reward.
sweetie.
I don't
I'm
think
in
anybody
agreement
would
here,
do that.
guys. And just let me remind you that, I mean, all that's been done so far is just
These are-
discussion and ideas. I've not agreed to anything.
They're going to cut you
Yeah. I'm not saying that is like.
Sweetie, okay. Are you going to listen to me or not?
Yes, I'm listening. I'm trying to
Dad,
tell
I'm
you that
sorry.
I'm listening.
No, I'm sorry. My daughter wants to play with nail cutters and stabbing things, and she's sorry about
No,
that, guys.
no, you're fine.
But-
I just
You're all
wanted
good.
I just wanted you guys to understand that I'm all for suggestions. I've always been open, but nothing that's been suggested so far has been agreed upon. I agree that we shouldn't have to go through these hoops. I agree that we shouldn't naturally not trust people. Up to this point, we haven't done that, and things have been fine. In the event that an issue arises, we'll address it. But until then, I don't think it's a problem.
Yeah, I
No.
think that I think the idea of having events where just like help out the newbies and just like have the people who self-identify as newbies show up and get helped out is fine. And like, you know, if people are actually starting to abuse that, then maybe we can start adding additional restrictions if we decide that like that is worth the effort. But I don't think it's necessarily the best idea to start doing this prematurely.
Yeah, like by no means am I saying, you know, run around and point fingers at each other. And obviously we're gonna trust, but just have a healthy cautious.
Yeah, I mean, like, here's the thing. It's if I see somebody in like halfway to end game PvP sets, I'm probably gonna squint an eye when they say that they have like 2,000 gears.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
No
Terminally playing this game, more or less know what's up.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm new.
I'm new.
Hard from just using random shit, because I get it.
Could I get all the chance? No kidding.
Hey guys, ignore my arena rankings. I'm new. I don't have it here.
If we're going by arena rankings, then I'm set.
Hey, chat, let me kill this boss and give my best effort to catch up with you guys. But I'll still read a few I can right now. Sorry, we were just getting in a pretty good discussion with the guild about what we want to do about some things that have come up. I apologize that went a little bit longer than I thought it would, but
I don't know what a bun CP actually is, but I'm guessing it's around 3,200, somewhere in that range.
It's like 36.
Is it really? Holy
Bun
shit,
is not
dude.
as high as you think he is.
Oh.
There's no way you have 1k more than
Slime was the first one. Just played ranked
very
2 as a
believable.
turtle.
I mean,
won
1v1
13 straight.
I mean, I won with
No, he's at 29.
2 weeks ago,
Abund's
and I
at
just
29
killed him in
something.
one combo, so I never really seen him do anything.
No, Abund is almost at is 2.9.
I'd 1v1 Abund, but I know that he would melt me with one fireball salvo, so I don't bother.
My 1v1s with Abund are, do I miss my stun? And if so, I die, and if I don't, then he dies.
13 straight. Not only hit GC for the first
Holy
time
shit, this
and
group
got up to
melted
1488 and 4 away from GC rewards. Holy
I went to X-Bell by
Jesus.
accident. I thought I was going to Cherno.
That's insane.
It is what it is. It's okay, at least I'm at a boss.
So I assume when you talk about
Yeah, at least you're
1488, you're talking about that's where
Brucey just got
Turbo
something.
is.
Just to clarify,
I did. What?
Is it?
everything that I
It's
said,
in the
You
guild,
weren't
though.
on your main, were you?
He still has it going to the guild.
Item storage chest. Which one's like? Oh, I got. I don't need that. How do I automatically give it to guild or just wait it out?
Click on it.
Give
I
the
remember
guild.
someone needing that vial.
Yeah. I don't need it. Whoever
someone
wants
will
it,
need the.
have at
Cool.
it.
We should.
I've released
There
it
are
to the
definitely
guilds.
people who
Buddy,
need
That's the
vial.
last time you touch this without asking me. Look at me.
I'm
Really?
looking.
You're
Dude,
gonna
I like
hurt
it.
yourself.
I
Yeah,
like
what do
when
you
Issei
want?
talks to me this way. I'm looking. What do you need?
I got a
I'm
ring.
here.
Sweetie, I'm sorry.
I'm dying face
you're
to the
good.
guild.
Yeah, I like how the drop I get from Cherno is the fucking cape.
Hey guys, just a reminder, the next thing is Saradoma. It's not required, but encouraged. We don't have
We
the
have 34
official
people
rule
here.
in place yet. So we haven't, you know, we were just running this by you guys as an idea. If it is an official rule, which it's looking like it will be, it'll go in announcements, it'll be pinned for reference. But from here, that's in 20 minutes, so do what you want to do for 20 minutes and then go to Saradoma. Or if you don't want to go to Saradoma, it's not your speed, we're not requiring it. But if you do want to do Saradoma, then please go down to the TNL PvP event channel just in preparation. Pre-rolling is a good idea in my opinion, so that you don't have to do it at the chest. So the earlier you're in there to discuss, the better. And that is open to both FFA and FFE, by the way. Everybody can go there.
Are we going to a conflict boss?
That's not the plan. We're only going to do that a couple times a week. We don't want to overdo it, but we do want to continue to challenge at least a couple times a week. Just want to do it with allies for better numbers, but also don't want to get caught in a pattern where they're expecting it. We want to do it on random days, and that's kind of the plan right now.
Do we have a communication with Fox Plushie for their guild to like join us on those raids?
Absolutely. Yep. I plan hours in advance with them, let them know where we're going and where to meet us, and I even give them like strats, like you go from the left, we go from the right type deal.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
I'm gonna hop out of here for a little bit. Since I am streaming, I've been neglecting my chat, so I'll be back, but GG's on the Rift, on the World Boss, and hopefully you guys we can dominate some Saradoma again.
Yep, I personally go to Saradoma for the PvP, not necessarily the chests. So.
Who was asking for build help?
All right, chat. Now I can catch up with you. Thank you, Turtle. Thank you, Whirly, for the likes. Apologize for that. How do you like on this platform? You cannot. Granted, you can actually like Prince, but it's kind of like you like a moment. Like if a certain moment made you happy or sad or something like that, that kind of reaction, if I remember correctly. I don't know. It seems pretty useless on Twitch. El Mod roast me, chat. How are you though, Prince? How you doing?
The power of darkness is getting stronger. Could it be the soul stone of Azrael's 4 disciples?
They were saying that somebody is at this boss over here. Fire, I fucking did it. The Cavs, Short Turtle. I had to come tell you, first thing I did after ending stream was to come see if you were live. I love that, dude. Slime was a vibe. What a legendary team you have, you beautiful bastard. I was on my alt. Turtle started 1374, never hitting GC, finishing 1476 in GC. Yo, Turtle. At this point, just take my spot, dog. Just take my spot. I've been sub anyways. You just won a tourney with the Kuma. You just peaked with Slime. Take my spot, bro. It's yours if you want it. I'll be the manager. I'll move the manager role. What does a bun want? Oh, yeah. Bro, what? I wanted to item transfer it. Honestly though, Turtle, stoked for you, man. Stoked for you. How much more deserving can you be, bro? Been busting your ass for so long, playing at that level for so long. Finally locked it in. Finally locked it in, man. Travis Wheatley, how are you? I know you're hella busy right now, but just in case, YouTube chat may be down. Nope, I was just behind. But that's why I fully left the VC, so that, fully left the VC so that I could catch up. Lovely getting hit in a hit and run with a vehicle when you're on a bike. I can't stand that, bro. I've been in, I think, 2 different hit and runs before. It is enough to make me freaking hate people that do that. Like, it is just accept responsibility, bro. And more importantly, check on if that other human being is okay. It's wild. But yes, we had a gosh darn 13 game win streak. I genuinely don't remember the last time that happened. I want your spot. I just want your love and affection. You have it forever, Turtle. You can have both. Have my spot and my love and affection. I am nothing but stoked for you. Fully. Travis, how have you been, dude? Glad to see you say goog. Probably meant good. Same thing. I have legit 2 months worth of clips in the bank, but you know damn well tomorrow's reel is being edited right now. Let me guess, something along the lines of, I effing did it! That's what it should be anyways. Austin Arthur, how are you? Has indeed been a while, but welcome back to you. Dude, almost 1,400 days, Austin. Holy. Willie, you're not talking to me, are you? Oh, no, you're not. You're talking to Cody. Oh, yeah. I just streamed Rocket League earlier today, Austin. I usually do 2 streams a day, and the first one I did Rocket League today. My right arm is pretty stiff. Right elbow feels like it's limited on movement. Can play normal, but if I try to reach upwards, my arm says no. Pain bad enough to maybe just double check at a urgent care kind of deal. Pretty much nailed it. That's so huge, dude. Even all the as far up as you went to, like, god dang. 1488, you said? Or you said you ended in 1476, but still. Keep remembering that this is gonna run out. Somebody got gloves? $60 MMR on top of my former peak. I mean, in a lot of cases, when you get a new peak, it's like, dude, I went up 1 win from my peak. And in your case, you're like, yeah, I went up, it's only 60. It's just 60 MMR. It's not a big deal or anything. You know what I'm saying? It's really no big deal. I don't want to flex. Let's go do some more contracts. I just want to chill tonight. At least on stream. Not trying to do anything too stressful. I already spent way too much time ignoring you guys after all that chatter. Gotta run it sometime, bro. I remember back during quarantine we played. I was D2 or D3 and you were like C2, C3. Now I'm pushing GC2. God bless America. The improvement is wild. I've just stayed stuck in GC1 for, I couldn't even tell you how many seasons. I lock in GC rewards every season, but yeah, I just kind of stay low GC1, if not C3, honestly, most of the season, and then just kind of hit GC1 enough to get the rewards. That one. That one. That one. Sure. Just trying to get my freaking contract token game up.
Why fuss over whether it's a good contract?
No breaks in my arm, I know that. Just ridiculous. I had to stop and deal with the cops when I'm the one hurt and wronged while the other person was probably ordering Taco Bell with no idea what they did. You really think they had no idea? Like, was there not even a tap of the brakes that you could see or anything? And did you get any info at all on the vehicle? Exactly, I celebrated the new peak when we were 3 MMR off a GC, then ran till next loss for over an hour. Honestly, I feel like days like you're having now are what keep Rocket Leaguers coming back, bro. Those peak days. Those days where it's just like, what is happening? I've gone months without a day like this. Non-stop playing that game, bro. I'm gonna get to SSL one day. Good. Honestly, it's motivation like that that'll help you get there 100%. The frick is going on, bro? I'm stuck. What is happening? I can't do anything. Wow. Sick. I still can't move. Alright, I guess we're relogging. Bro, they never tapped on the brakes or anything, just drove off. It drove off as if nothing happened, but completely took out my front end and made me slam into the ground. Was it on a road not busy enough? That another car could have seen and like chased him down or stopped? About to hit the hay though. I'll catch you soon. Have a good stream, bro. Dude, thanks for popping in. It's good to catch up a little bit. You have yourself a good night, though. I'm gonna try this again. There's so many people. Okay, now I only need kills. So many people. AoE is so fun. Let's see. I'm sure I'll hate the game again next time I'm grinding, but for tonight, we celebrate, as you should. Celebrate, dude. You don't get a lot of W's in Rocket League, bro. So when you get them, you got to take them. Luke and Austin, thank you for the likes. It's one of the busiest roads in the city, but cops are so crooked that they think anyone and everyone is setting someone up. So I start getting accused of crossing during a green light and not paying attention. Wow. If that's your first thought, that is crazy. Ramon, thank you for the like. I'm sorry you got to deal with that, Cody. Finally, I get through the cops that I'm not trying to press charges and didn't even know that they were called while hoping they just let me go, which they did. That's... I feel for you, dude. That is just. Really gotta bite your tongue when something like that happens, I'm telling you. Couple more knights. Soldiers and archers. You're a soldier. You're a soldier. You're a soldier. One more archer. Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
You're pretty tough, aren't you? I have the perfect contract for you.
Don't mind me just getting my fire, my white fire noise. I got you, Atlas. I bit my tongue so hard I probably could have bled. Yeah, smart though. Smart. You don't want it to turn to something against you when you're the one that got hit. Balrog was on screen last episode. Almost had to change the britches. Right. How much? Have you already watched all of it? What up, Tony? Someone in England I saw did not bite their tongue and in their drug-addled wisdom decided to announce they were not driving. They were a pedestrian who happened to be in a car. So I watched them get carted away. Season 1 almost over? Bro. I want more. So badly.
The forest lives up to their reputation in terms of strength. So don't try to fight them on your own.
So is the weird traveler with the Harfoots and Sauron, or am I tripping? You don't want me to answer nothing, right? I would if you really wanted me to, but you don't want me to actually answer, right? The weird traveler with the Harfoots.
The evil spirits possessing the power of darkness are gathering around the soul stone.
Just to clarify, because I'm not going to give you specifics, but I will answer your question. Just to clarify, you're talking about the dude that fell from the sky, correct? About to get off work. I'll catch you tonight if you're still on. Sounds good, Beast. Have a good night, man. Okay. No, that is not Sauron. Isn't it bearded? So good. The dude that fell from the sky is not Sauron. I'm not trolling you. I don't understand what you just saw in the show, but I'm dead ass. It's not Sauron. Bro. I'm stuck again. Jesus Christ. Big crit. That was close for a second. That's what these hoochies just called them? No way. Are you talking about the Harfoots called him that? Like out of just suspicion? I'm not saying anything other than that is not Sauron. That's all I'm saying. You don't have to believe me, but you should. Why would I lie to you? You asked me an honest question. We're all stunned. Let's get some health back. I binged watched season 2. I mean, technically you couldn't, right? Because it was coming out episode by episode. But yeah, Charisma and I were watching it every Thursday night. No, these creepy slags in the white drapes and shaved heads. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Is the dude that looks like Little Buddy that helped vampires in 30 Days of Night. You lost me. I'm about to record it and put it in mod chat. Hold up. Yeah, do that. Hey, some blues. I waited till they all came out so I could. I couldn't wait, bro. I was too excited. I love the AoE. You're gonna stop your shenanigans. I just need a couple knights now. I need that third season. You and me both, Billows. I'm telling you. I'm checking right now. Let me see what you're talking about. I'm gonna mute my mic because God knows if there's audio, I'm gonna get freaking copyrighted on Facebook. So give me just a sec. Yeah, that's not Sauron. That's all I'm telling you, bro. That's not Sauron. It's not.
You're pretty tough, aren't you? I have the perfect contract for you. Here's the Pure Light Tower contract.
Hey, what up, Soj? How you doing, man? We interrupt our regularly scheduled program to answer an important question from Atlas. You're fine. I'm happy to help. Thank you very much, though, Chief, for liking the stream, bro. I'm just chilling, doing some like kind of mindless stuff, to be honest. I mean, I'll accept that, but I'm just going to cancel it. I don't want this one.
These are the kinds of contracts we have here at the Pure Light Tower.
Just grinding up some contract tokens while I chat with you guys, because I already missed a lot of chatting with you guys. My B. Busy start of the stream. Being chilling now. Might as well just do the kills. Only thing that hurts now after the adrenaline is my lower back and my right shoulder arm. Dude, when you wake up tomorrow, you'll know damn well what hurts. I feel for you though, Cody. That's, dude, to say that you got hit by a car and didn't go to the hospital. Thank goodness that you weren't like in the center of the car. If I had to guess, because I don't know, they probably just like kind of skimmed you, or maybe the mirror got you or something. How did that work? Loving that you're leaning into throning. I have you to thank for that. You guys in the Royalty series also, just Slime, 9, and Wiz in the 2s portion. We are in Splash series, RLSS, as a team for 3s. Sure. Big slam. Kill all these dudes. You guys, I read that one. The fact we're doing contracts in the same area and not partied up hurts my feelings. I didn't know anybody else was doing these contracts. I figured most people quit on them, but let me invite you, Doug. All you had to do is say something. Don't guilt trip me. Oh God. Ow. Stop it. Not you. Where the homie at? Where the homie bearded at? Bro, you're not even close. You're not that close to me. Oh, so I did decide to give Rings of Power a shot. It's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. I'm shocked you thought it would be bad. It's so good. I know they shouldn't have tried killing Nori. Don't mess with that little Harfoot, bro. The back end of their car skimmed me and flipped me, that was all. What do you want? Stop it. Get some help. You see what you started? Let me just heal, please. Hey, you come here often? Hold on. Let me see if I can walk around like this. Just another day as an undead, you know what I'm saying? You gotta stick together, bro. Yeah. See that over there? Yeah, let's go over here. You want to 1v1 me, bro? You want to 1v1 me? Why are you looking at me like that, bitch? Trick you! We joined the All-Star 3v3 in Royalty. And who all joined? Like, who's on the roster? Good sized scrape on my elbow. That sucks, but I'll be fine. I just still can't even believe it, bro. Like, I am baffled. Especially if they actually didn't know. Like, they were so distracted they didn't even know. Like, that's so shitty. My goodness. Bearded, you see that? Oh yeah, you just told me to check. Always slapping monsters, right? Whoa, they're same vendor. But not the same contracts. Me, Power Stroke, Iron Drank. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that's the name you guys gave yourself. I played against Drank Power Stroke in the Fire Cup, and holy man, they were sweaty. Give me a second, guys. I need to check something. We won our first series in game 5. What, let me just read your comment to make sure I'm not. So All-Star C3 to GC1, right? If I remember correctly. That's the tier that we won last season, bro. You guys got this stuff. Make it 2 seasons in a row of FFEWs. 3 more soldiers. Yeah, Beard, that's absolutely wild. Like, absolutely wild. Honestly, unbelievable. Already left. He already left. The heck? I just typed there and it was deleted. I think I found Sauron. Do you want me to say anything? Oh yeah, no, when I clicked on his name is white. There's no rolls or anything. He left completely. Still showing on the at list? Is he? No. If you're trying from your phone, maybe. What's up, bud? Hey. I'll leave it in there because sometimes you play the card game on my PC. I can watch you from back on the chair. Yeah. You want to come give me a hug? Because you're going to go night-night soon? You've been with Galadriel since day F1. The plot twist is insane, but the foreshadowing was... Dude! I'm saying, I've loved it. There's so many twists, and dude, it's just so freaking good. Just a second, guys. Sorry, something's coming up here that I gotta address. There we go. Yeah, we're talking about Rings of Power. Bro, I'm saying, Atlas. They nailed so many moments in that show where it's just like just dropping jaw.
Variety of contracts here. Would you like to take a look?
So many moments where he's just like, no way. Yo, Bearded, do you want to double up on some Shattered with me?
These are the kinds of contracts we have here at the Pure Light Tower.
I'll be ending stream relatively soon here. I'm just taking kills only, pretty much. Unless it's the mana sensor recorder thingy or whatever, because it's so easy. Even though I just missed that contract. Oh well, it'll be there for next time. Accept them and then just share the contracts with me. Okay. I wish there was like a share all.
There are many specters around the Soul Stone. Be careful when treading near.
Alright. Not that one. Party share. Party share. Party share. Party share. I still had one left from the last run. Damn it. Oh well. Doc, welcome back, bro. I saw you, you hopped online. There goes that one. I only needed one kill on it. just kills. Just gotta kill stuff. Check Discord. Okay, I will. Just give me a moment. Bearded, you want to get some kills and protect for a minute while I check Discord? I ain't even gonna lie, Sauron's spitting some mad game at my girl Galadriel, but I think she finished his ass. I love the yin yang dynamic between Galadriel and Sauron. It's like they've both been kind of found something beautiful in each other, even though she hates admitting that she finds out. I don't know if I don't really look at it that way, honestly. I don't really look at it that way. I look at it, he is the master of deception and evil, and he's gonna get his way. He knows how to convince people. I don't think there's any beautiful side to him anymore. I think that was long lost after what Morgoth did to him. And now it's just, there's just nothing there anymore but evil, and he uses it to feign to fake having a heart and being relatable, but it's all gone. There's just nothing there anymore but darkness and evil and deception.
You're pretty tough, aren't you? I have the perfect contract for you. These are the kinds of contracts we have here at the Pure Light Tower.
Up to almost 1,000 coins. All right, I'll do one more run, and then I'm gonna end stream. guess we're doing this one. Do I need to share them again, Bearded? Or did you pick up your own? Sorry, Soch. Sorry, not sorry. You're about to love it so much.
The power of darkness is getting stronger. Could it be the soul stone of Azrael's 4 disciples?
It's been so cool following along and seeing all the ancestors we hear about in Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. Exactly! That's literally what I love so much about it too. That's all exactly what I also love about it. Like actually seeing the people that have been talked about, watching their stories unfold. Like it's so cool. Well, this is going a lot faster with Bearded. Bro, I forgot, Bearded, I need to do the mana recording device. I always do that one first and I forgot. So I'll have to do that one last, I guess. I don't understand the Destroy Cursed Aura Tombstone. I've never done that one before, but... Let me try to find where is the tombstone. There it is. Bearded, you made this so much better. I was already cooking, but now it's just like dead. Instant dead. Bearded, all I need to do now is get that mana recording device, and that was my last round of contracts I'll do for a little bit. I have more I can do, but I've really just hard grinded them today because I've been overcapped for a while. I was putting them off, but I wanted to stock up on contract tokens because I'm always like, I always save just enough for the little pouches. You have to remember what he said to her when they were fighting, when she accuses him of using her, that everything he ever showed her was a lie, and he says not everything. At that point, what would he have gained from lying to her? He could have 100% killed her at that point. I don't know. I read into that a different way. I read into that as just another mind game to get her to think that not everything. Because everything's a mind game to him. They said Buddy's name and I was like, oh, that's Aragorn's Grandpappy's Grandpappy. Only issue with knowing is when it shows that Isildur is dead and I'm like... yeah, you knew. There's even more moments like that in the second season though, like, oh, it's such a good show, dude. I'm gonna keep your stream on and play Skirmish on Age of Mythology. I'm actually about to call it here, Muttley, but thank you. I need to do all the contracts to boost my participation. I'm looking like a bum out here. Wait, do those resistance contracts go to guild participation? Does that actually do something for participation? Because it's not really anything for the guild. Yeah, I'm not really, I didn't, if I did gain anything, it was very minimal. Especially with me being in leadership. I mean, anybody that knows you knows that you just switched to Z and an S. So I wouldn't worry too much about it, but I do like the mindset. Lead by example. Something I firmly believe in. OG Dark Lord definitely could have clapped Galadriel right then, so I don't know about it. I still see that as a, well, I can use her more in the future. And when you think about it, in like the Hobbit movies, or was it was the Fellowship, I think, where you see that evil side of her. You might argue that if that was his plan, it worked, because she was so heavily influenced that I wouldn't say she lost her light, so to speak, but oh no, man, it's pretty scary the side of herself she showed Frodo. Oh shit, I used it on the wrong weapons, but honestly I use DPS enough, it's whatever. Whatever. Help me clear this up. Is the dinghy used? Is the dinghy used to might? Must have been Sauron. Might have been Gandalf.
I got something to craft.
Are you trying to like?
Carry your materials with you. We'll take them off.
You're just throwing some wild guesses out there. First it's Sauron, now it's Gandalf. I am gonna call this stream here, guys. As much as I love talking about this show because it's freaking amazing, I am gonna call the stream here. So thank you very much for watching and hanging out. Of course, we'll be back tomorrow.